So next up is Hellsing Ultimate. Martin chose that. Started in 2001. Episodes are much longer.
Wait. Wrong.
Okay.
First sentence already wrong.
Okay, I'll just shut up again.
It's not 2001, it's 2006. 2001 was the original Hellsing, and that's another story. Yeah, sorry. Continue.
No, that's all. I just meant to introduce it, and now you talk. So what is it?
All right. Well, I've prepared a short script for the setup. So I'm just gonna read it. So bear with me. I'm gonna try my best. This is the setup. This is the thing of the story. This is what gets you in. And then I'm gonna talk about all the bullshit that there's in. But
okay.
The setup.
Go on.
It's like this. Imagine Britain. Quite modern times, like end of the 20th century. But imagine it really gloomy and dark. Do you have it? Sure, I'll take that. Now imagine, in this world, there are vampires trying to bring chaos and destruction and generally enjoy themselves while doing it. But
so Scottish now.
there's a bad. I don't know. I'm not English. I'm trying my best here. Come on. Shut up. Shut up,
Klaus.
Deme! Ksama! Okay. But there is an organization, the Hellsing, founded by Dr. Van Helsing himself, and currently run by Sir Integra Furbrook Wingate Helsing. A strong, independent gentlewoman with all her skill points in charisma, management, and sword fighting. Okay, this is good. Good luck cutting all this, I guess.
It's not going cut at all. This is perfect.
Okay, moving on. The Hellsing family has been protecting the British crown from all supernatural threats for centuries. And of course, with such a long history, they've become quite good at it. And, because they're British, really smug about it. You know? They're the best. But thanks for asking. How are they the best, you ask? Well, you see, they have a secret weapon. A weapon unlike anything that has walked this earth. They have Alucard, who I can only describe as a constantly grinning, immortal killing machine vampire who is always, under all circumstances, the coolest and most smug dude in the neighborhood. Which is to say a lot, because the level of cool in all the main characters in Hellsing is through the roof. So yeah, bear with me. It's more than through the roof. It's off the charts. It's through the moon. It's to the Sailor Moon and beyond. Okay. I'm on a tangent. Moving on.
My face hurts from laughing.
Not too loud because the neighbors.
Bear with me. It's just one more paragraph or two. I don't know.
Or 7.
The Hellsing family has their competition, namely the Iscariot organization ran by the Christian Church from Vatican itself. And they have their own aces up their sleeve. One of which... Oh, come on. One of which is a lore-spouting, monster-killing battle priest who has powers on par with Alucard himself, and an unrelenting ego to add to it. These organizations have been at each other's throats for who's the best at hunting monsters for some while. But there's also a new, looming threat over them all, which aims to destroy the world as we know it, and bring new order through chaos. And that's where I'll cut it, because if I continue I'll spoil too much. Yeah, that's the story. That's the setup. If you're interested, oh thank you. If you're interested, go for it. Hellsing Ultimate.
They get you like it because it's stylish and action-packed.
Yeah, it's full of action. It has really iconic styles, unique characters I've seen like in a long while. And it's really like okay, don't stone me now, but like especially Adam, like it has really good English dubbing. It really does, and that's why I liked it as when I was like smaller, or when I was like 15 when I watched it first, because it was this like perfect way to get into anime without actually like watching it in Japanese. And also like when I watched it like recently, the Japanese is really shit in this one. Like, I'm sorry, but the Japanese dubbing just doesn't fit the setting at all. Like, it's set in Britain, so that's one thing why you want this to be English dubbed. And the English dubbing does very, very good job with the voice actors. There are some cringe moments, but like it's not that bad. And also, like, if you watch the English dubbing, you will be spared like the Japanese voice actors trying to really hard recite phrases from Bible in English. And that's just unbearable.
It sounds like the part I was thinking.
It's not like the voice actors are bad in the Japanese version. They're really good. But you have this like lore-spouting battle priest, right? This like educated man who's from Vatican, who basically grown up with a Bible in hand, and he cannot say an English phrase for the love of his life. Like, he cannot speak English at all, but because the voice actor just doesn't know what he's doing, right? So that just completely breaks up like the feeling about the character. So that's why I would recommend the English one, even though the other parts like of the English, like the supporting voice actors are not that great. But the main roles have really good voice actors in English, and they fit the setting really well. So yeah, that's gonna be end of my rant about dubbing. Okay. But please, if you want to watch it in dubbing.
Well, I can say that as you mentioned about the dubbing, I generally prefer the Japanese voices. But that goes for newer shows. Before 2010, English voice acting was much better for anime, in my opinion. And Hellsing is definitely one of those that are way better in English, significantly so. I don't think the Japanese dubbing is very good. At the very best, it's horribly miscast. It's awful. I really like the style of Hellsing. Mm-hmm. Like the art style is very unique and very cool.
I think that's why it became famous. I think the same.
That's definitely part of it. There are other works from the author that have very similar style that are nowhere near as famous.
Like, I only know of Drifters, and they were really good.
Drifters are the other famous one that got an anime, or semi-famous.
Yeah.
Nothing else comes to mind from him.
Okay.
And yeah, I really like the names. Since they didn't translate those, the original author came up with these, and they're just the coolest. As mentioned, the Integra Fairbrug Vengates Hellsing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Or Sarah's Victoria. That's amazing.
Sounds like a mishmash of German and Japanese and English.
And they tend to repeat them on and on and on, as if they were really enjoying saying it.
Sounds like they do. Yeah, I definitely agree. It's very stylish and stylized. To some degree, it's over-stylized and too dragged out to my taste. Like some of the fight scenes, I feel like were too long. Like they like indulge into slow motion bullets, blood squirting out and everything.
I would agree with that. It's really gory, like in the style that it's too much gore. But if you like that kind of thing, it's not. It's the thing that you don't watch with your family, like for sure.
The majority of time was spent on drawing the like cut up bodies and all the gore, and shiny glasses is the like iconic thing of this show.
I gotta say,
Yes.
there's too many shiny glasses. Like, I like
Yes.
the random shiny glasses, but there are too many.
More
No.
shiny glasses. Give me more.
But I want to say,
Okay.
I Philip was gonna cut me off. I wanted to say, even though I showed you all like Sailor Moon, I actually have lots of different genres of animes that I like and manga, including I like vampire stuff and whatnot. Like, I was really big into Vampire D, like the original and the one that came out later. And also I like dark animes, like if you all, well, not the anime, but I like the manga of Berserk. If you all know what that is, that's dark. That's dark.
Beautiful. Yeah. Berserk.
So yeah, so I like Hellsing again. I like the English dub, like you all said. I usually think English dub is absolute shit, especially if it's American. It's awful. But this one was really nice. I think in just English, it worked. They actually found people that could do it well, and like you said, it fits the setting. I can't imagine it in Japanese working very well at all. So that part was nice, but I don't like so much gore sometimes. And I know I just said I love Berserk, but in the manga, manga is black and white, so I can deal with the blood and gore. But I can't always deal with it when it's in color. So it kind of makes me a little bit queasy. Like, they don't do anything that's too gross, but it's just that there's so much that I'm like, ugh, like I need a break.
It's a little bloodbath.
But other than that, like, I think it was, enjoyable. It is a little slow sometimes for me, but
Well, how many
it's
episodes
good.
did you watch?
Like,
Did you watch the first one or?
I just watched in the first one, but I had a long time ago seen a little bit more, but I forgot the story. I even told Philip, like, I'd watched it, like, around the time when it came out, and then, like, but I didn't finish it, and so I'd seen a little bit already.
Yeah.
So
I agree that the story can drag on a lot. Like in those fights, especially, they really like to focus on their gore and stuff, and it like fills half of the episode. And I personally like it, but I get that for some people it might be a little bit too much. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say some of the fight scenes have really, really like indulging over long like movements, and I want to show you one example. I have a sound clip. Let's listen to this. It's the very start of the very first episode. Like, something happens. So during this whole time, what do you think happened?
was that when he was reanimated?
No. This is just when he pointed a gun. And I was
When he points the gun at the priest.
Yeah. So I was very taken aback by the music, because this music, in my opinion, doesn't fit the scene at all. It's like like this
No,
bass guitar.
the music is like the best setting there is. Like, because the story and the show itself doesn't really take itself too seriously, which like cannot be seen from the first episode that much. But as the episodes move on, it gets more and more maniacal and bizarre. And you know that the authors know that it gets maniacal and bizarre, and they enjoy it. So
if that's the appeal,
basically,
then it's great.
the music is a great way to introduce this bizarreness and sarcasm that's underneath the dark and serious story. Yeah.
It's just really funny to me that he's just pulling out the gun and pointing it, and it takes like a minute, and there's this whole soundtrack to it, and then he finally points it. It sounds like a sword. It's like. So if that's not over stylized, I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
But
it's a bit over the top. Yeah, I agree.
I don't mind it being over the top, but I think sometimes it overstays its welcome. Like, I get it's over stylized, I get it's a fun, cheesy thing, but it's too long. Like, I just get it on with the gun. I really like. Well, anyway, one more clip, just quickly. So this was a scene where a new character in the second episode somehow either did a motion so fast we couldn't see it, or he was invisible. This is exactly what I mean when I watch anime. I don't have any idea what happened. A guy in a white suit, I think, appeared, and he something like shined, and there was like a line that cut through somebody, and blood and guts squirted out, and he was like looking smug in the background or in the foreground. And I didn't understand anything that happened.
But what's there not to understand? That's just his power. He's so quick that
So
you can't
he
see him.
actually went there and did it. He wasn't invisible. Like
No, he's
okay.
not invisible. He's just too quick for the human eye.
Yeah. That's so that's a thing that happens in the show. I thought this might have been one of the shows that made this stereotype popular. Like you pull out the sword and put it back in, and it's so fast somebody gets cut up that you don't even see it.
I always thought that this was started in like samurai movies and samurai based anime.
But I mean, this is what made it really popular, maybe.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And also the stereotype that when you cut somebody, the fountain of blood starts like spraying everywhere. I think that's very iconic in this show. So what did you think?
I think what, like you said, it's slow, it's over dramatic, and nothing happening. Like you watch the one episode which has 40 minutes, and what happened? What happened? One man drove his gun and fired two magazines. I don't know. He killed some monsters, and that was all. You can put that in 5 minutes. You don't need 40 minutes.
I would have to agree with that, unfortunately. Some conversation happened, and somebody went somewhere, and then he died and got resurrected and stuff. But
He was already dead.
But he was already dead, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So actually, nothing happened. Because
Yes.
he was already dead. Some girl became a vampire.
Yeah, the girl
That's
became a
what
vampire. That happened.
Okay, she was only good thing in this episode.
Yeah, so if you like blood, definitely recommend it.
Very well summed up. If you like blood,
That is
if
like
you
your
like
thought
blood,
word. If you
watch
like
this
blood.
show.
No, that's what I wanted to say now. So how would you describe this in 5 words?
That should be yours.
That's not mine. Okay, any ideas?
Okay. Well, I've got 5 words. That's like gory, cheesy, international badass wars.
That's good.
I was gonna say guns and vampires, like Guns N' Roses.
No.
Guns and
That
vampires.
sounds like what it is.
Yep.
Boring, over dramatic bullshit.
You just stabbed Martin in the heart.
Burn. Maybe it's good that we're recording this separate.
Martin, what? How can you say that?
Maybe this should
I'm
be like
sorry, but I can't lie.
maybe this should be like a voice message, like conversation. I'll send him this message and let him reply, and then put it in the podcast.
He'll just say, "What? How can you say that? I totally disagree."
Okay. Mine would be overindulgent bloodbath.
Also very good. Yes.
And I will go with concentrated badassery in class.
Oh, so much class. Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing we talked about when we watched it was that I was surprised how Japan is somehow obsessed with Christianity, churches, and priests, because also Black Lagoon, which we are going to talk about, has like nuns and priests, and it's very strange to me, like the idea of Christian things being like magical and special and different?
I think it's like the contrast with us being fascinated by Japanese culture. Like it's something completely different from their culture, so that they flock to it and they are interested in how it works. So I think it's vice versa to our
to see it from the other side.
interest in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
What did you learn from it?
Oh yeah, we didn't say what did you learn from the Sailor Moon.
Oh, I told you I learned that girls could be like tough and all that stuff.
Okay.
But what did you learn, Margin?
I think I've learned, because this was basically my first adult focused anime. I learned that anime is not equal to like cartoons for children, and that it can have dark and gloomy and sometimes even political subtones and a lot of gore and violence. And that's what I've learned from Hellsing, and it got me on this path of weird, gory, violent anime like Berserk. Can I say one more thing?
Yeah, of course.
Like, if you don't want the dark and really like quite serious story that is in Hellsing Ultimate, and only want the cheesiness in it, watch Hellsing Ultimate Abridged. Okay, like if you never heard about that, it's like basically some fans did an abridged version of Hellsing Ultimate episodes, and they have every episode cut to about 20 to 30 minutes instead of the 50, and they are full jam-packed of like jokes and cheesiness and like. Basically, the cheesiness that is in Ultimate, they've taken that and multiplied it with 100, and just crazy. Like, watch the first episode, and if you like, if you don't like Ultimate, but like the jokes there, watch Ultimate Abridged. Beautiful.
Abridged.
I like abridged. Abridged sounds fine.
Yeah, that's the
Abridged
work
sounds
from
like
my
you're obliged to watch it.
oblige. Yeah, oblige. You're obliged. Much obliged. Thanks.